through 28 members.
Let's go.
That's how playback works, I guess.
I have your social security number.
Fire, bro. What's your social security again?
22.
Okay, bet. I'm writing it down.
225.
Okay.
117.
Perfect.
I forgot how many numbers. Yeah, that's right.
That's that was definitely it, bro.
Imagine that's actually just someone's random social security.
It probably is, and I'm ordering 8 pizzas to their house. Put me in S tier. No, it's not about V7. It's not about you. It's about the players, bro.
Come on, bro. We back.
We should do a playoff LAL tier list from this year, though.
Facts.
I would be like D-Lo tier.
Nah.
All right, are we ready? Should we text that group chat?
Let's do it. Chills. Yes, sir, Ma. We back. Out of retirement.
Yeah. Was it Playoff Demons and Mal and anybody else? Feel free to hop on. Yeah. It's very, very much a chill stream. It's not a Quest for 18 podcast.
Yeah, it's just a little different. Earl took the Lakers elimination the hardest.
Whoa.
I don't know.
I've been locked in on some other type of timing, bro. I've been in the TikTok land.
Yeah, I think maybe I took it the hardest because they did a Quest for 18 right after, and I couldn't do it, and I just left. And I went to like shoot around outside. That's how hard I took it.
Yeah, honestly, after that was really my farewell. After that, I don't think I've really been on a stream. Like, I don't know, maybe I just get like not flashbacks, but like it does make you a little bit sad because like literally we did every single game together. So like doing these games, it's not the same. No disrespect. I appreciate Mark and everybody going up there and doing those games, but it just makes me a little bit sad. That's all. That's it.
All you got to do is lie about Luka's weight, and you can get a 2 million banger.
Facts. I got a little banger on TikTok too on Luka's weight.
Yeah,
that's AI. I'm like, okay, buddy, it's from today.
20.
You gotta stretch it. You gotta say 45, bro. That's the only way.
Oh yeah, Earl said 45. Mal, I said 20 to 30 pounds in a month, and someone's like, that's impossible in 29 to 30 days. And I'm like, well, he did it in 31, so that's how. Why is nobody talking about one of the photos was edited like hell? That was from,
okay, that was a bad one. We're talking about the video though, low key.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. The edited one was like a Legion Hoops like troll account, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. No one took, leaking hoops. Yeah, no one. Oh, that's Chris. You're leaking hoops. What?
That's hilarious.
What? Dude, you want to be me so bad, Chris, with Coloco Muse and 6-man Jake. All right, let's start. Let's
get to it.
Your list some players or whatever. Caitlin Clark hurt. IG story. He didn't have a molecule of sweat. It's because he's so in shape.
Before I start, is it blurry for you guys or no?
No, really.
It's good. Yeah,
it always is a little, but I think that's because of playback. Not.
If you need me, send me to send you a link. I can send you guys a link.
Well, it is telling me that it's auto quality at 300p, so that makes sense.
Let me see if I can send it.
No, it's not your fault. I'm saying playback. No, we could, Allan. We could still.
Yeah, Allan, it looks good, bro. We can see.
Yeah, we could still do it. Yeah, you don't.
I promise you, it looks straight, bro.
Fix your app, playback. If you want us to come back next year.
Speaking of,
fix the.
I'm starting my No, I'm just playing. I'm signing with Twitch.tv.
Yeah, we're all Playoff Sports Network is going to Twitch actually now. We're joining Streamer University.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really not even playing, bro.
We're all going separate ways. Chris is signing with Jerkmate. That's what he said in the chat. I didn't.
Leo first option hoops is.
Did y'all
Buckets.
spotlight that? No, I didn't spotlight that. I'm signing with Blue Chew. Yeah, that's a good company. I know that company well. All right. Earl the third. Kick us off.
Whoa, that's federal, bro. No.
I didn't say the last name. I just said
kick us off. I'm gonna start with let's go ahead and get it out of the way. Shafino. Shafino, let's go ahead and put him in JHS tier. Why? Let's just kick it off. You know, I feel like it's just straight up putting him in this category. He starts off the vibes. Good way to bring everybody back home. So I'm starting there. Starting on easy mode, bro.
Yeah, Allan, it's better when you zoom in more. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom
like
in
we can zoom in like once we like because we can see the player.
Yeah. All right. Let's do Jaron Vanderbilt. D.
Okay.
That counts the injury too. Like injury puts him even more in D than like C.
What the Hallie?
D. I agree.
How much does he make? Too much to be in D.
Like 12 million. Yeah, That's probably part of why he's in D.
Mm-hmm. Trey Jemison. Oh no, it's Allan's turn. I'm sorry. My bad.
Let's start off. Let's go with Bronny James for this one. Bronny James.
Oh,
okay. Wow. Okay.
I'll give Bronny James a C. I think he did well with the given minutes he got.
Okay. Well, okay. He has to be in limited minutes if it's just the Lakers, and then if it was just the South Bay Lakers, he'd be like A or S. So it's really hard to. Yeah, I think C is fair.
Look, okay. I like both answers, but I'll say if we average out what he did in his NBA minutes with South Bay, I think you get around a C. Just because, like, when he did get minutes, I feel like it was split in half. Like, one game or two games were, like, okay. Then you had the Bucks game that was, like, really good for him. Yeah. So I'm cool with C or limited, whichever one. If we're actually grading him, I'll go C. If we're doing limited, I don't mind limited either. I don't care. Either way, I think he did. Sorry, that was dramatic.
Assess him if you assess him as the 55th pick, you can make an argument he's A with the G League stats. But he's also
okay. I said G League.
I don't know, dude.
I'll say this. Can we just all agree that Bronny James definitely exceeded expectations compared to like what we went in?
For sure. For sure. But I'm leaning towards limited minutes since it's a Lakers list and not South Bay Lakers or not like.
I'm cool with that.
Because Allan, C is rough because he's probably a C Laker, but he was an S South Bay Laker. But we shouldn't be counting South Bay. But then he barely played any minutes on the Lakers. I don't know. Yeah, I think limited minutes. I think he makes sense for that. Whatever you guys think, though. But I'm that or C.
That's careful. I miss those type of comments. That's hilarious. Yeah. Allan, make the last call. It's up to you, bud.
Yeah, either C or limited minutes. I don't care.
I think C. He scored how many points versus Giannis? He got that crossover and everything.
Like 15 at least.
At the moment
that is true. Like he was actually like it wasn't like a fact that he was playing on the same quarter as Giannis. He was getting past Giannis at some points too. So that's kind of impressive in my book.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, I guess it's my turn again. My turn again. Sorry. My job really is just to take out the trash to start this show. So let's go, Alex Lynn. I'm just gonna put trash, bro.
Yeah.
Like I can't even put him in JHS tier because he's just like trash. Like JHS is like memeable. He's not even a meme. He's just not good.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think he's JHS tier.
Yeah.
Maxwell Lewis, JHS.
I forgot he was on.
Is he on there? I think he is.
Is he still?
Bottom. Isn't he in the bottom left?
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I got him in JHS because he's also a meme. And I don't think I just think like he was supposed to be this huge steal. So a lot of people mocked him in the first round. What was it, 2 years ago? A lot of people thought he'd be a first round pick. We got him at like 40. And he was just, even in Summer League, god awful. Like I was at Summer League. I was at the Lakers games. His second year. And he was horrible. He sucks. And it's almost a joke. I don't know if he'll have a chance on Brooklyn because as Allan and I talked about yesterday, now they have 4 first-round picks. So
Jesus.
he probably isn't going to be in the NBA, to be honest. And it's kind of laughable. So he's kind of JHS tier. Allan, go ahead. Jake played in Summer League. Kind of.
I think Trey Jemison. We'll keep with the memes. JHS tier.
Yeah, he literally is like a cartoon character.
And he wasn't even like the worst thing in the world, but he is such a meme, like Allan said. Like I think he has to be in JHS tier. I wouldn't even say he's trash. He's kind of trash, but I like.
I mean, yeah. I
actually put JHS twice. So. Yeah. I put Trey Jemison twice.
Oh, Trey Jemison twice. Oh, that's funny.
I put his Pelicans thing.
Jemison S tier crash out. Jake
continuing the you know what? I'm just gonna continue the JSS tier since we're here, bro. He's probably Hall of Fame JHS tier. Christian Wood, bro. He was a troll. Guys, I'm coming back soon. Loading. Like, come on, bro.
He's also JHS tier.
No, that's what I said.
Oh, you said that. Yeah. Okay.
Straight JHS tier, like meme tier, bro.
Wait, isn't Christian Wood like the top of JHS tier?
Honestly,
this year he was more JHS than JHS.
Yeah. He every single we're close, guys. Close to comeback. Lakers announced Christian Wood still out for 4 more weeks. Yeah, okay, buddy. All right,
many JHS tiers. Chris, have you watched this team the last 4 or 5 years? Everything's JHS tier. You could have argued Westbrook was JHS tier.
Exactly. Like I had people arguing with me talking about we should have never let go Christian Wood. He's healthy now. Bro, he's not healthy. I guarantee he's still not healthy.
Oh yeah, they wanted us to keep him and use him in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, like bro.
Whose turn is it? Mine? Did you just do Christian?
I just went, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's you. Or yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's you.
Max Christie B. I would be so close to saying A if we could have kept him around. He was so fun this year, man. Like he was a starter. I remember the first few games, like literally when we started doing playback here, like Kaden would just shit on him every game. He was probably playing like 10 minutes a game, and Kaden would be like, he's the worst plus minus. I'm like, dude, give it a second. Let him cook up, and he ended up being so great. Yeah, the plus minus gimmick with like a 10-minute guy on the bench. Like, okay, man, we're good. I think I really wish we kept him, but I'll never care because of the trade that it went in. And you kept Austin, which I don't care. That's also smart, even if you use him for something else.
Yeah, it just hurts a little bit.
But like, if you had Max all year, it's possible he's A. That's how crazy it was.
Yeah,
as a role player.
It's crazy because he had just found his stride. Like, I mean, honestly, everybody could argue that Max Christie is like one of the main reasons why we still have Reeves, which can be a good tradable contract this offseason, because of his elevation this season.
Yeah, I agree. The night he got traded, he played a good game. Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was good all around especially that last month before he got traded.
Yeah. I'll go with Armo Troy. We got another trash tier.
Wait, where did he go?
He was on the South Bay Lakers, but obviously he got cut from the two-way, so I don't know where he went after.
That's what I'm saying. Like he got cut for one of those 2 ways. I never heard of him again.
I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start us off on a new tier, everybody. New tier alert. I'm going Markieff Morris, limited minutes.
Yeah. And you know what? I was so
cool,
happy. I threatened his life every game. I said we should sacrifice him. But I'm so happy we got him because he's such a dog. And like when he played, it was fun. Yeah, he played good. He really did play good in those limited minutes. He's slow as fuck, but
him and Bronny's connection was like hilarious to watch. Like they had like this weird kind of funny dynamic duo at times.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I wish we could give him anything else, but that's the only one that's fair. I'm gonna say Dalton Connect. That's another. It's a lot of these that are really hard this year. Like I'm not gassing it for like the show.
Yep.
No, they're actually pretty hard. You guys would all agree. Chat, let me know what you think of Dalton Connect. I think C is fair though, because D feels a little harsh when he kind of did what was asked for him, had a really hot start, and then just didn't play. Limited minutes is a stretch because he played a lot of minutes. At the end, he was limited minutes. But I think he should be C. But I do also think he should be below Bronny because relative to themselves and their expectations, like he was worse than Bronny.
Yeah.
But D feels unfair for a rookie who was, frankly, he was good. When he played at the start of the year, especially the start of the year, he was really good.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things where like he had a lot of expectations going into the season. He showed us. I think the problem was he showed us what he could be, but he never got back to that point, if that makes sense. Even with the minutes he was getting, like when he was getting those consistent minutes, he showed us like, okay, I can go out there and be a capable shooter, scorer. But when he started having those inefficient games, he kind of fell back in the lineup because he doesn't play good defense. Like just being honest.
Yeah, I think if he was really good next year in our rotation or someone else's rotation off the bench, like I wouldn't be surprised. Wait, who's up? Allan? Was that me? Yeah, Allan. Go ahead.
Let's go with Cam Reddish.
Oh God.
I gotta go top of trash.
Yeah, dang, bro. I had such hopes for Cam Reddish, man. He just man. Who is that? Oh, Coloco, Mr. Loco.
That's a good tweet, Mal. I'm gonna retweet that.
I'm gonna take what's his name? Coloco for 500, and I'm gonna put him in. I think I gotta put him in trash. I don't know, bro. Coloco. It's just like Coloco, he'll go get a rebound, but like if we're comparing apples to oranges, I mean, he was just a watered down version of Jackson Hayes, and that's saying something bad because Jackson Hayes is not that great either. So I don't know.
I don't see the difference between him and Hayes, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I really don't. If he got Hayes minutes, does it look any different? I don't think so.
No.
I think
it's either trash or
has more brain cells than Jackson Hayes, and he's like played less. I don't know.
True. Yeah.
I would say D. I would say D is fair.
D?
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's better than trash, but still like didn't really do anything for us.
For me, I had a Coloco in a JHS tier.
But he didn't do. But he just did his job. Like really think about it. He did his job. He barely played. He was a two-way guy from the start. I don't know. I just think it was pretty standard run from like a two-way guy, if that makes sense. Like not a meme like JHS. So either I think D is fair. I do. Like think about Jemison compared to him. Like Jemison was far more of a JHS tiered type guy than Coloco. Wait, where are we at now? Who said Coloco? Allan or Earl?
I did. So it's your turn.
It's your turn. Jake.
We'll save some of the good ones for last, but I'll take a starter. Rui Huchimama or whatever his name is.
That's crazy.
I'll do Tapa B. He got so disrespected this year. I think he was better for us than Christie with the trade, things of that nature. Yeah, I'm open to feedback from you guys, but yeah, Hachimura Rui. That's how they say it in Japanese. We figured that out halfway through the year. Last name and then first name. I think him just being a starter on this team and being consistent-ish, especially on offense, I think he should get his flowers. And I think putting him on either like a Barani Connect tier or Vando tier is super disrespectful.
Yeah.
For what he gave us.
I agree. I think offensively, like Rui was always there. He even showed me times where he could be a good rebounder. Like he had games like that, which is something I challenged him to do. Not that he hurt me or anything like that, but as a fan, like he has the size to do it. So yeah, I'm cool with B. I'm cool with that.
I don't know. What do you think, Allan?
Yeah, I'm also B. I think below.
I mean, yeah, he was worse than like I'd much rather have Christie. The only thing I was thinking about was the trade for Christie, but yeah, I'm cool with their. Yeah, let's do it, Allan.
No, let's go with D'Angelo Russell. Let's go back in hot.
Fan favorite.
Top of trash tier.
I like that.
Now I'll say like being a top is pretty a good thing because the lower you get, that's how bad you are, in my opinion.
Yes, well, we can see that demonstrated by Armel Traore and that Alex led us.
That's hilarious.
I agree. I think he's trash.
Yeah.
But he's by far the best player who's trash. He might be one of the best like garbage players in the NBA.
All right.
I might see your team.
I'm gonna go. You know what?
Wait, sorry, Earl. Last thing. Imagine the
you're good.
Lakers make no moves again, and we're sitting here like talking about it like last summer, and we start to see fans on X asking for D'Lo back on a minimum.
Jesus, bro, I can't survive that again, bro.
Imagine they wanted D'Lo back. We signed D'Lo and Westbrook to round out our bench.
I'll still never forgive those fans who were telling me that we should have traded Reeves for Murray, bro. Like I had literally people coming in here arguing with me in chat during streams, bro. He's way better. He's gonna do this and that. Blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, relax. But yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's go with. Oh, we're starting to get locked in. I see. Okay. You know what? Let's go Goodwin. Let's go Goodwin, man. Now this one is actually very interesting. I think I'm probably leaning towards C, because I feel like for the most part, what Jordan Goodwin was asked to do, he did. Like he defended. He even got like, I don't know if you guys. Well, you guys obviously noticed we watched the games together. He created like a lot of second chance opportunities for us. He was a really underrated offensive rebounder. Was he the best shooter in the world? No, but I think in his role, sign at the end of the year, I think he's a C, maybe the bottom of C, but I still think he's a C.
Bottom of C.
Yeah.
I agree with what you said.
I'm top of C.
Yeah,
you got him on top.
But listen. He's better. He was better for us than Bronny and Connect. But are we looking at it with the lens of the future or just this year? I think just this year, right?
Oh, true. I didn't think about. I just got him C regardless.
This year,
like,
he's
look
at
at
the top. If you look at it with any sort of lens for the future, he's at the bottom. Yeah, but I think it's supposed to be for this year, so the top.
Yeah, you're right. I'm cool with that. Your turn, Jake.
Oh yeah, I'll do Trey Jemison part 2. No, I'm joking. It's just gonna be sitting here with one Trey Jemison left over. Give me my guy this year, Shake Milton.
Okay.
Dog, I loved you, bro. That you came in, you hit. I think he played in his first game too. That DFS played in too. You came in, you hit that corner 3. I was like, shit, this is gonna be a movie, bro. It's gonna be a movie. I get attached to some of these like minimum dog shit kind of guys. But man, you didn't do anything. You were ass. And JJ didn't give you a lot of chances. And when he did, you were like, okay. I'm gonna say limited minutes. But I'm also very positive on him. Because if you think about it, yes, he played a good amount of minutes, some games with injuries, but he never was actually in the rotation. So how do you judge a guy who is talented enough to be in the NBA, who's not in the rotation? And then obviously, like, you go to the playoffs, he gets 0 minutes. You go to important games at the end of the regular season, he gets 0 minutes. For me, it's limited minutes. It's almost the same as the Markieff situation, if you think about it that way.
Yeah, I'm cool with that as well. I think for the most part, his minutes weren't consistent. Like, he would only play if one of our main guards got hurt. Like the situation where Gabe Vincent got hurt for a couple games, he had to step in. Other than that, he was kind of like an end of the bench type of player.
Yep. Allan, run it.
I think Quincy Olivera. We'll give him JHS tier, but like below JHS. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing in that way. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I loved him at not summer league, preseason. He was a good story. He got the 2-way or whatever. He also trolled us because clearly there was no shot he was going to play in the NBA. Like, you think about like a Shake Milton, who apparently is like levels ahead of him to play NBA minutes. So it's not good. He was undrafted, though. It was just kind of a troll situation. Earl.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes. Oh, also, sorry. Chris said he wore his Laker jersey to graduate. That was sick.
Oh, yeah, true.
I really like him. He just kind of trolled us this year. Who knows? Maybe one.
Yeah, he had me thinking he was Tyrese Maxey or something. The way he came out there and started shooting them threes at that size. I mean, scoring. I was like, hey, this could be special. But maybe it's like a little stash and pass type of situation. Never know what can happen in the summer. Obviously, we talk about it a lot, but summer league is a huge opportunity for a lot of these guys. And unrelated, but I am excited for summer league this year for Bronny. I think I just want to see Bronny with his 1 year under his belt, full confidence. We kind of seen flashes of it. I'm excited to see that in full force.
And Connect is right now going into year 2. Like, I assume he plays because he barely played as a rookie. Like, he's the 30. Most summer league type guy ever. I mean, this is a guy, when I was there last year, he was already averaging over 20 at the summer league as a rookie. He should really be getting 30. It should be like when we saw Josh Hart year 2 or Max Christie year 2. I think he may have got shut down, but something
it's
like
gonna be like Jabari Smith Jr. when he's going out there dropping absolute buckets on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, look at Jabari Smith. Like, he's a great player, but he doesn't do anything in the NBA. But it was pretty easy for him to get 35 a game. If Quincy plays, you almost worry a little. I don't know if he's still around, but you almost worry about Bronny, weirdly.
True.
Because Bronny is not going to be able to have the ball in his hands if Quincy's there and he's the best player, the best guard, I should say, the best guard scorer.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get like a rookie. This is the ideal. Allan and I talked about it about the draft. One way or another, get us a rookie center who we can invest in. They play next to Dalton, Bronny, Quincy, whoever. And we just see if that center can actually maybe become a backup for us this year. Who knows? Next year.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, man. I'm gonna take a big dog off the table. Not one that's currently with us anymore, but I will go Anthony Davis.
Oh shit.
Shout out AD, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in A tier. I feel like for the most part, he was having one of those really good seasons for us. Other than the fact that he got injured and we just all of a sudden turned into like a real team without him. And like, that's no disrespect to AD. I just think the roster just treated AD as like as long as AD's here, we don't have to do this. Like, if that makes sense. He was our anchor on defense, and it made a lot of our guys on the roster just lazy. So that just shows you how impactful he was. Shout out to Anthony Davis. He's going to be a great Maverick for the future, but I can't disrespect anything he did for us. So I'm going to go A.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his game because of inconsistencies, but I really like him as a person and as a Laker. And anything under A feels disrespectful. He had some really good moments this year. He's also number one in MVP race for like the first 2 or 3 weeks, which I know isn't saying a lot, but that is weeks of basketball where he was basically the best in the NBA for that stretch. So I agree with Earl, basically. A. Gabe Vincent, man. Nah, I changed my mind. Fuck all that. Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes. D. I don't care, bro. No, fuck all that. Never mind again. Trash. Below D-Lo. Wait, no. Chris got it. Chris got it. D for the 2 viral tweets I had on his head calling him the domestic disturbance.
Wow.
D for domestic disturbance, lower than Vando. I don't care. Watch basketball, guys. He's not better than Vando. I don't care that he was the only center. He's not better than Vando. Luka helped him. We understand all that. D for domestic disturbance. Sorry, Sophia Jamora.
Yeah, D. Yeah.
Nothing left to say because, well, now I'm about to say more stuff, of course. Later, like this dude was a B, for example, or an A for that stretch, right? March or whatever, and Luka was there. Nah, bro. He's horrible. He's always just been Jackson Hayes. He's a center. And we were desperate for a center, clearly, because we played Jackson Hayes as a starter. That's it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. I think we'll go with Buck, Naked, DFS. I got him at C, top of C.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I wish I could put him in B, though.
Yeah, I think a couple more consistent games. Like, if he didn't do the whole buck naked and just absolutely have like 6 bad games in a row, he definitely would have been in B. So it was his own fault. He did that to himself.
I think he's got like an S tier personality, and like he has the
for sure.
He plays with effort and heart, which we need of all teams. We need that. And I wish so bad he was an A or B. If we keep him, maybe he could be an A or B type role player for us next season. It's very possible. But I wouldn't put him above Rui or Max in terms of what they did for us this year.
Yeah, I agree. I guess it's back to me. You guys have been avoiding this player the last couple of rounds. So you know what? I'm going to avoid him too, and I'm taking Maxi Keebler. Limited minutes, bro. What did he play? 1 game? 1 quarter? No, literally he had like, it was funny though. Like he came in, he started shooting shots, and he's hilarious.
I screen recorded our reaction, Earl, on the free throws. Like,
oh, you did?
Because I was freaking out when he hit 2 free throws in the last game. I was like, let's fucking go. He's here. He's here. And it's just like a free throw. I have that video saved. But yeah, Maxi, I love you, Maxi, man. Sorry it only worked out for that quarter. Yeah, so
I got boom. I see.
Gabriel Vincent, it's your time now.
Finally.
And I'm happy we saved the 4 on the left for last. I think that was the right way to do it.
Yep.
Gabriel Vincent, I don't even know what to say, dude. You're trash. You're JHS. You're D, C, B. Like, I don't know. Who are you? Gabe. Who do you think you are? You came
Who
to
are
this
you?
team, you fucked around the whole first year with an injury and being ass. This year, you were pretty much ass, but you had some games where we're like, oh, he's actually really good now, and he's 4-4 from 3. That happened a couple times. I don't think, I think when you look at like a Hayes or a Vando, though, why does Gabe deserve to be over that? What did he do? And a lot of people had Gabe as like a really good bench player for us for certain stretches this year, for a week or two. I just don't think he deserves it. Why does he deserve the credit that Jordan Goodwin deserves when Goodwin comes in on, minimum contract and kind of does more for us, especially defensively? And the fact that Gabe was known as like a defender doesn't really make any sense to me, because what has he defended in the 2 years he was a Laker? I don't know. He was also known as a three-point shooter who essentially never found his shot, minus a few weak stretches this year where he was like 4 of 4, 2 of 2. Yep. I personally am going to say D, but you guys can override me.
I feel like Gabe Vincent just makes me mad because we gave him the MLE, and the last 2 seasons have been very disappointing, full of injuries, inconsistencies. He'll give us like 1 or 2 great games where it's like, oh my God, it's Gabe Vincent. And then he'll go back to 1 for 5 or 0 for 6, like just something absolutely unforgivable. So he's a guy who I feel like it's just no excuses. Like if he was on an MLE, would I care more? Probably not. Like I literally would probably just be like, okay, D, or maybe I would be like C or something like that. I don't know. I think Gabe Vincent is making too much money to be this inconsistent. So I agree with you. I'm gonna go D. I don't see, he's just not valuable for us.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say is like with the Jared Vanderbilt kind of saga, like I could see putting him over Jared when it comes to just this year, because like Gabe was kind of like there for us, right?
Yeah,
but he's way worse at basketball than Jared, in my opinion.
Yep.
So would he be above, or where would he be?
I think he's above for this season. Like just this season of Lakers basketball. I think that's fair.
I think I'm next.
Yeah.
Let's go with JJ Redick. He's tough, but I think there's arguments for A. I feel like he's sort of surpassed expectations, but there's a B that keep it like midline. So I sort of got like a below A, sort of, because I thought he did pretty good. Obviously, the playoffs could drop him, but I think A.
I don't think there was a lot he could have done with the roster when you look at like the Timberwolves matchup. Yep. Personally, like a lot of people hated on a lot he did. I know he's not lower than like Max Christie or Rui. I'll tell you that. That doesn't make any sense. He also was there all season and AD wasn't, but AD's better at his job than JJ is at his job, at least for now. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Earl, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm cool with A. I think personally, JJ Redick, if you give him a comparable big, I think it changes a lot, like schematically. There's a lot more actions we can run. If you give Luka a lob threat, he can run in a pick and roll situation, who can actually catch a pass. I think it just opens up Luka's game a lot more too. So there's some stuff you can coach, and then there's some stuff where you can't. I can't go out there and shoot wide open shots for DFS. I can't go out there and shoot wide open shots for Austin Reeves. Like for the most part, guys were getting into the action. They were getting open looks, and they just were not knocking it down. Can I blame JJ Redick for that? No. Can I blame him for some situations? As far as like the way he guarded certain guys on the Timberwolves and not making like a lot of in-game adjustments, I feel like could have been easy fixes. Yes. But for the most part, he took a roster that really was all over the place with the AD roster, and then he switched it up when Luka got here and adapted him next to Luka and Reeves, who are really bad defenders, and he somewhat made it work as well and got us to the 3rd seed. So it's not like a lot of hate I can get for JJ Redick year 1, but this year's the year I guard him harshly. Like when we get that center on the roster, when we get the right pieces and build his team, then I'll be more harsh. But A is perfect for JJ Redick in my opinion.
And it's your turn.
Oh, dang. Okay. I'm leaving the 2-headed monster to my boys. I'm taking Austin Reeves. All right, Reeves for me. It's an A. It can't be anything under an A. I think Austin Reeves compared to last year, he pretty much increased in everything. Now I know the big conversation. I know. Playoffs horrible, but if I'm looking at the whole season, guys, no recency bias. Austin Reeves took a step up, something we didn't think he could still elevate his game to this level. But he did increase his 3-point percentage, his points per game, his rebounds, and assist. That's hard to do. So even had a somewhat small argument as the most improved player, but obviously there were guys who took bigger steps than him. I just feel like throughout the year, Austin Reeves was one of our more consistent players. We had moments where we had Luka, LeBron James, and Reeves playing, and Reeves was the one getting 30-point, almost double-doubles, close to triple-doubles. Like, he was doing that. So I think he just elevated his game to the next level. And, speaking of the reports about him staying, I hope that if he does stay, that we can kind of figure out a way to get more defense in those lineups. That way, maybe I don't even know how you fix it. We'll get into that in another episode. But yeah, hopefully next year we can kind of fix the consistency problems in the playoffs. That's all I'll say. But for me, season grade, I'm going A.
Yeah, just to contextualize it, like what you're saying too, we played Minnesota 5 games. Even if you wanted to give him like a C for Minnesota, which maybe that's fair, there were 82 other games. So 82 out of 87. It's an A, man. It's easily an A. I remember all the tier lists where he was an A the whole time. We were giving him an A. And we tell the truth. Like, if he sucked, we would have just said it. We're not like biased Austin Reeves fans or something. So, yeah, it's easily an A. I would even go as far to say over AD because he was actually there the whole season. Of course, AD is a bigger player, but Reeves was there.
Yeah, I agree.
Then
take us home, you two.
Yeah, in that case, the last two, and this becomes really tough because you can't, like, Luka is way better than Reeves, than AD, than JJ, but he was only with us for a short time. Was he better relative to himself? It becomes a question. I'm going to take the cop-out one, and I genuinely believe this. I think LeBron is S. He was 2nd team All-NBA. He should have been 1st if you compare to Donovan Mitchell. It was year, 21 or 22 now? 22. Year 22, 2nd team All-NBA. Yeah, Chris said it too. Should have been 1st. He was there almost every time we needed him to, including the playoffs, where his stats indicate that he was the best defender in the NBA playoffs when he was on the court. I saw that yesterday. So that's like updated, like still to this day.
Yep.
His hair, who cares about his hair? He was 6th in MVP voting. AD, AR, Luka Doncic, they're not getting 6th in MVP voting or anywhere close to it this season. 2 of them don't even qualify. He's easily S relative to 40-year-old. And this is one of the worst LeBrons I've ever seen, probably, in his career. Like, this is still better than rookie year LeBron, for example, but it's one of the worst LeBrons we've seen. He's still S because he should be S every year. If we did this same sort of thing last year, I would have had him S. And the year before, I would have had him S. He's the only one on the team who's S. Not trying to speak for Allan, who do Luka. Luka didn't do for us what LeBron did for us this year. Just this year. Luka will be S next year, like 90% sure. But this year, LeBron is S for me.
W speech. I'm not even going to try to walk over that speech. S.
Yeah, no arguments
That's
for me.
what I got.
S tier. I'll close it out. Luka Doncic slimmed down off season, but he was a big boy this season. I mean, big boy means big numbers, but those big numbers did not show up in the playoffs. Wasn't there. Wasn't good. Was inconsistent. Was here and there. Obviously injury, but he did good when needed. So I got him at an A, but below Austin.
Yeah, I agree. And again, I'm sorry to always say this, but last time for this year, guys, the average person is going to be like, why did you put Luka Doncic below Austin Reeves? But again, for the last time this year, it's relative to themselves. We've always said that. Luka was not like an S tier version of Luka like he was even last year. Last year, he was an S, like way above LeBron on this list with the Mavs. But this year, Austin was better relative to what Austin should have been than Luka was compared to himself, his usual self. So I agree with Allan.
Yeah, I agree too. I think, and shout out to all the NBA fans, enjoy your playoffs, man. Enjoy your last chance to win a championship for the next 5 years. What Luka Doncic is going to do to the game of basketball next year is going to be criminal. Y'all going to hate us more than you already have. Historically, everybody is going to be talking about the Lakers 10 times more in the media. We're going to have Stephen A. ranting about things he can't control. Every single news broadcast, all you're going to see is purple and gold everywhere in the world because Luka is going to be playing that special. And I'm excited for next year. Like you said, I agree with you guys. Luka's A tier, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy that Luka got smacked in the face in the first round so we can understand what the stakes are. I'm happy that I seen the quote about Luka Doncic actually taking his health serious. Like I seen that quote. I haven't really heard him talk about that as a Maverick. Like he knows, like, okay, if I want to win, I want to be in the bright lights. I want to live in LA. I want to be that guy. You got a fan base that's going to love you, but they're also going to keep it real and hate on you when you're not doing what we know you can do. So I think this environment is perfect for Luka. He's a guy who likes to talk crazy, talk smack in Slovenian, however you say it. Sorry. He's a guy who embraces those type of moments. So I think he is the perfect Laker for people who are questioning that. He will sign that extension over the summer. And we're going to move. Once Luka gets his roster coming into the offseason, there are going to be heartbreaks. Rui will not be on this team. I know they're saying Austin Reeves will be here, but don't count it out. If a big deal center comes on the market, they will trade Austin Reeves with no hesitation. So don't get sad. Embrace the future because it's Luka's time.
Completely agree. As always, it's to steal Allan's line. As always, it's go Lakers. Also, shout out LA. We up. We got the Dodgers. We got the Lakers. What else we got? The Rams are kind of cool. The Chargers. It's now a good time for LA sports again. Also, like Earl kind of said, shout out the Pacers, the Thunder, the Wolves, the Knicks, I guess. I don't know. I still think they're kind of solid. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, I would probably have the Thunder winning the championship. Don't count out the Pacers if they get there, because clearly they're working with some Mahomes magic. Thank you for that leak in the hoops post in the chat. That there is the edited Luka. That looks like he has anorexia.
Oh my God, you know what it is?
Chris.
It looks like Marvel reference. It looks like Captain America before we got the serum.
Yeah, you're not wrong, actually. Whatever they used on Chris Evans, it does look a lot like that. But yeah, thank you guys. Great final tier list. I'm excited to do it next year. I guess reminder that like playoff sports, playoff LAL, all that. We have a lot of things coming, a lot of different things than we've been working on.
Yep.
And that work starts now with all the conversations we're going to have and stuff we're going to do. So appreciate everyone who came out, everyone in here. Thanks for a good season again. It was a ton of fun. And I'll let you guys close it out.
Yeah. And a couple stuff. This is our first tier list of the season. Lakers 3-2 win the record. Our the first 5 games. We had 80 at S, Austin at A, LeBron at B, Rui at B, JJ at C. Dalton, Jackson, D'Angelo Russell, D. Was it? Gabe Vincent D. So he didn't change at the end of the season. If you think about it, Max Christie, and then obviously injured such NA, Vando, Christian Wood, Bronny, and Cam Reddish. So pretty funny too. Yeah.
So
I'm
Allan,
downstream NFL.
so Allan, all that tells me is Rui, Dalton, and Gabe stayed the exact same all year.
Yep.
Mhm.
Crazy. And Reeves too. Yeah.
Yeah, and also I posted the link. Yeah, posted a link to the tier maker. So yeah, feel free, guys, Earl, Jake, Chris, Mal, or whoever. Feel free to create your own. And yeah, we're posted on your X. We'll be troll or not troll, whatever. Yeah, that's all. I'll be posting that one, the one that we create on the playoff LAL one, and I'm gonna post was it the first one that we have and the final one on Quest 18. So yeah, hopefully we get a couple trolls and rage baiters who get pissed off in the comments. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure, and we shall see you regular scheduled time Sunday.
Thank you, guys. Go Lakers.